They said Tyreke Hill was getting dragged across the concrete. Not the Tyreke Hill who scored touchdowns. Not the Tyreke Hill we know. I don't even believe they was able to catch this Tyreke Hill. He ain't do his tracks. All right, let's just get into it. Let's just get into it.
He's giving you a lawful command. You need to step back.
Damn, I need to see this. Hold on. They said they beating on his window. They hit him. What?
I'm getting arrested.
Why do y'all start like that? Where's the... Let's see, CNN.
It was only a few hours before the season's opening game. Miami Dolphins wide receiver Tyreke Hill.
I remember his ass did do the little touchdown and then act like he was getting arrested.
Away from Miami's Hard Rock Stadium when he was stopped by police. He was pulled from his car, surrounded by multiple officers, thrown to the ground. A knee was put in his back, and he was handcuffed. Now, tonight, after public outcry, and a lot of it, the Miami Police Department is releasing body camera footage of the incident, and it is disturbing to watch. Take a look.
And it is disturbing to watch.
Keep your window down.
Get your window down, man. That's why I don't go to big cities. Them big city cops is even worse. Niggas think these big city cops is on our side. They even worse.
Keep your window down. I'm gonna get you out of the car. As a matter of fact, get out of the car. Give me that.
My nigga said keep the window down or I'm gonna get you out the car, and then said as a matter of fact, get out the car. This is what's wrong with cops now. They can't motherfucking just be cops.
Hey, keep your window down. Keep your window down. I'm gonna get you out of the car. As a matter of fact, get out of the car. Give me that. Get out of the car. Give me that. We'll break that freaking window.
Nigga talking about we gonna break the window? Bro, don't break my expensive ass window, my God. Don't break my expensive window. I don't care how much money you think I'm getting paid. Don't break my motherfucking window. That is expensive, my guy. It's not the average window you paying for. It's expensive. What do you mean we gonna break the window? You niggas is crazy. I'm getting out. Calm down. What the? Oh my God. I'm getting out. Calm down. What the business is? What the problem is, officer? Oh my God.
Get out. What part of violence you understand?
Like damn.
Hey, Drew, I'm getting arrested, Drew. I'm getting arrested. I'm getting arrested, Drew.
My nigga just tried to go to his game. Do y'all not realize that? My nigga was finna go to his game. And y'all wanna do all this an hour before?
When we tell you to do something, you do it. You understand? You understand? Not what you want, but what we tell you. You're a little confused.
Whoa. Whoa. So I hope that y'all realize that these is how the cops be talking to us all the time. We need to start getting on the cops' ass more than this. Now since it's a football player, now we talking about this disturbing and shit. Cops be on our ass like this all the fucking time. Now it's disturbing to y'all. Nigga talk about when we tell you to do something, you better do it. You know what I mean? The cops told me that same sentence. This is crazy.
Now, about a minute after this, and once Hill was handcuffed, he was again forced to the cement.
Damn, for real?
Hold on, bro. I just had surgery on my knee. I just had surgery on my knee, bro. I just had surgery on my knee, bro. I just had surgery in your ears when we go there. Chill, bro. Chill, bro.
Damn. What the fuck? These was a bad day. This was a bad day for the cops or something. Cause damn, my nigga is how quick do you want a nigga to sit down? Damn, I gotta sit down before you say sit down or something. What's going on here?
Tonight, Tyreke Hill speaking for the first time since that body camera video was released right here on CNN.
if I wasn't Tyreek Hill, worst case scenario, we would have had a different article. You know, Tyreek
Facts.
Hill, got shot in front of Hard Rock Stadium.
The Miami Police Department says that they released this footage earlier than usual, quote, to reinforce the department's commitment to keeping the public informed.
Man, get y'all
Also
ass
placed
on.
one of the officers involved on administrative duties, that's important, while an investigation is being conducted. And the police
Fuck you
union
mean
is
administration
defending the officers,
duties.
saying that Hill was, quote, not immediately cooperating with the officers on scene who, pursuant to policy and for their immediate safety, placed Mr. Hill in handcuffs. Joining me now, Stephen A. Smith, the host of First Take on ESPN, is also the host of the Stephen A. Smith Show on YouTube. Stephen A., I have to know what your reaction was when you saw the body cam.
This was some
video.
bullshit.
Not just what we heard about it, but when you actually saw it. And I remember a phrase you used earlier today, and it stuck with me. The ease of dehumanization.
Yep.
What was your reaction?
Well, I still feel that way from the standpoint that, it was excessive. It was completely unnecessary on the part of the officers, particularly and specifically when he was handcuffed. And so I stand by everything that I said earlier this morning.
Damn, it's 4 of them? 4? Damn.
Taking, of course, my YouTube show, the Stephen A. Smith Show. I meant what I said when I said it was just unnecessary. And it just speaks to the ease with which black men can be dehumanized, because you've seen situations where people who happen to not be black have had issues with the police, and yes, they may end up in handcuffs and they be taken away, similar to what happened to golfer Scotty Scheffler in Kentucky a few months ago in May. But he was detained. He was put in handcuffs. He was detained. He was taken away. He was arrested. That certainly was not.
So my nigga got arrested for putting his window up. Come on,
Hill,
bro.
but in the same breath, to forcibly throw him to the ground face first, to know that there's 90+ degree weather and you're putting him on that asphalt, and in terms of that heat, and then afterwards he's standing up, you already have him cuffed, you have other officers around, and to feel the need to throw him to push him and shove him to the ground that way, to sit him down that way, was completely unnecessary, and it speaks to the excessive behavior of the police officers. But in fairness to police officers everywhere, and specifically those police officers there, when this latest body cam footage was released and we saw it, let me remind everybody, they did ask him to roll down his window, not one, not twice, but at least 3 times. Then they also asked him to get out of the car. In each instance, there was hesitation on his part and a lack of cooperation. So when they say he was uncooperative, you can see why they feel that way. Now, again, I want to emphasize, that's no reason for them to go as far as they did.
No
But
cap.
in the same breath, him saying that he didn't know what he did and that he didn't do anything wrong, well, that's not entirely true. You're a black man in America. I will remind everybody of what I'm sure you would agree with, Laura.
We can't
roll down all your windows.
Literally, so yeah. You better roll down both. If you were the coupe, roll down both the windows. If you were the 4-door, roll down all 4 of them windows. Shit, I would roll down my windshield if I could, messing around with these cops. Boy.
You put your hand on that steering wheel. The last thing you want to do, especially if you have tinted windows, is leave your windows up when the police officer is telling you to put it down, because when you don't,
they finna beat
we have seen and we
beat
have
the regular pedestrians.
that the worst possible thing could happen. Tyreek Hill did not do that. So when they say he was uncooperative, they did have a point with the latest body cam footage we saw.
And yet, Stephen A. Smith, and you articulated a few points. I'm going to address them in turn. One, on the idea of cooperation. There are many people who would say there are instances of people fully cooperating, doing nothing wrong. And the lesson that is imparted around black and brown people around this country is there is no escaping those officers who endeavor to commit excessive force against not all officers, but those who endeavor to do so. And the second point is, it strikes a lot of people that this was an ego issue, not one of force. I'm talking about for the officers. Officers are entitled to use force to repel a force used against them. But it seemed as though what they were reacting to was an attitude that they perceived, and they were reacting to the fact that he was slow in his efforts. This is not the same thing, though, as one thing that they actually are in danger, and that's the criteria.
Well, that is the criteria. And you being a lawyer by profession, you would know better than me. I'm not refuting a syllable of what you said. I completely support it 1,000%. And as a black man in America who's been pulled over, who's been cuffed, who's been detained, who's been thrown in jail for a traffic violation. Yes, it happened to me in Troy, Michigan many years ago. I know exactly what you're talking about, and you're absolutely 1,000% on the money. But that's not what we're talking about here, because we're not acting as if the officer is right. Even though they made a point when they said he was a bit cooperative, it still doesn't negate the reality that their physical behavior was completely unnecessary. How they acted towards Calais Campbell and Jonnu Smith, his teammates, was completely unnecessary. Even though they didn't identify themselves as his teammates, they identified themselves as his friend. It was all unnecessary. It was all beyond the pale. It was all completely unnecessary, and in one officer's case, it was definitely excessive. But what we're talking about is the importance of black men being able to go home.
Crazy.
Being able to avoid putting...
That's how they did this man. And what did he do? They still didn't even say what was the traffic violation. Was he speeding? What did he do that made Charles just so hot? Cause he ain't let down his window.